Alright guys, welcome back to Movie Reviews. Today I saw Oblivion. Told you I'd get around to seeing it. Uh, Surprisingly I actually liked this one. I know that's kind of rare for me to say, especially lately. Um, it wasn't the most original movie by any means. A lot of it was stuff that I'd seen in other movies. Some of it was predictable. But overall, it was solid. Not much more to say about it than that. The premise is the Earth got invaded, and we used our nukes to fight the aliens. We won, but the Earth was destroyed. The Earth colonies then set up this space station to be a jump-off point to move all of Earth to Saturn's moon Titan, because for some reason in science fiction we always go to Titan because I guess it's the next closest thing to an Earth that's in our solar system. So yeah, I don't think they ever said there was water on Titan, but there's like lakes and shit that are like liquid nitrogen or so. I don't remember. Anyway, it's been a long time since I paid attention to Titan. But it seems like all these films always try and go to Titan. 2001 A Space Odyssey had something with Titan, which is when they turned Jupiter into a star, which apparently is pretty scientifically accurate. Anyway, that's 2001, not Oblivion. So we set up the space station that's supposed to be a jump-off point. There's these machines that are sucking up all the water from Earth and converting it to some type of energy, or supposed to transport it to Titan to help us survive there or whatever. I don't know. It was a little vague on that whole thing, but there's these... supposedly the aliens are still around, and they're trying to attack the machines that are siphoning the ocean water. There's these drones that are there to fight off the aliens. Sometimes the aliens knock out the drones, which leaves a hole in the defense grid. So then Tom Cruise's character is there as a drone repairman. He has another person there with him who works as his base person. Like, she can monitor the cameras that are built into his ship and stuff. And she gets a satellite feed from the space station during certain times of the day, so she can kind of watch his back for him. When they become operatives for the people for security reasons, they have their memory wiped. So he really doesn't remember anything prior to working as the drone repair. But he starts to have these dreams that are somewhat like memories, but he knows he doesn't have memories, so he's not sure what's going on. So then he's responding to drone repair, and the aliens, instead of trying to kill him, are trying to capture him. So then he realizes, there's something different, going on. They're getting smarter or something. This normally they would just try and kill me, not try to capture me. The girl he works with doesn't want to hear any of it. She just wants to finish the mission and go be with the other people, because supposedly they only had like 2 weeks left until retirement or whatever, which is when they would go up to the space station and then go off to Titan. But Tom Cruise's character, whose name is Jack, he's curious, and he wants to know about his memories. He finds books that he reads and stuff, and he's trying to remember stuff from the past through the books. Then something falls out of the sky, so he goes to investigate that. Turns out it's human survivors. So he's trying to rescue them, and the drones start opening fire on him. So he finally gets the drone to stand down after it's killed all but one of the survivors, which turns out to be a woman who's been in his dream memories or whatever. So he wants to know who she is and why he's been dreaming about her. Some more stuff goes on. Basically, she's being kind of coy with him, like, get me to the ship, let me find the data recorder, the black box. I'll let you listen to it, and then you'll understand everything. As this is going on, he gets captured by the aliens, supposedly, that turn out to be surviving humans that are hiding underground. They roughly explain what's going on, even though I called it long before that. But they don't come flat out and say it because he has to figure it out on his own. Basically, all they tell him is that the answers he's looking for are in the radiation zone, and even though he's been told not to go into the radiation zone, they've been there and it's fine. He just needs to go there and see. So he's not originally going to go into the radiation zone as he's flying around, but something happens to his ship, so he actually ends up crashing there, and he sees another technician there basically doing the same job he did, his drone repair. And then he's kind of starting to figure things out, like, hey, they told me not to come in this area, so I specifically want to run into this other survivor. So, now he's starting to doubt the overseers or whatever. And at this point, I already knew what was going to happen, but it turns out the other technician is him. He's basically a clone of someone else who, in turn, has other clones in different sectors, and the way they keep these sectors apart so they don't run into each other is by saying there's a radiation zone. Turns out that the spaceship up in the sky is the aliens. He was part of... All of them were part of an astronaut crew that was doing some space run, and then this ship appeared in the sky. They went to investigate it, and him and the one girl were captured and cloned, and the rest of the crew was put in stasis, which is the crew that crash landed and the girl that he saved, who turns out to be his wife. So he finally realizes, okay, the aliens are the ones that are siphoning the water and trying to kill off the rest of humanity. So, through a course of events, the human survivors that lived underground basically acquired a nuclear device, and they wanted to send it up to the ship, but they needed a technician to program the drone to take it up to the ship. So, the drone gets damaged because the aliens find their base, so on and so forth. Then Jack decides that he'll just take it up himself. When he does, he blows up the ship and leaves his wife alone down on Earth. So now she's lost him for a second time. Well, actually, she didn't really remember losing him the first time, but yeah, so she's lost him again. And then the clone shows up, and he's like, after my run-in with him, all the memories started to come back, type of thing. I know who I am. I remember you, blah, blah, blah. So they end up getting together. Yeah, so that's Oblivion. Like I said, overall, not a bad movie. A little predictable at parts. Most of the story is borrowed from other stuff, but, everything's been done before, so how are you going to avoid that? But it was well put together. I'll give it that. So as far as the star rating goes, I was going to give this one a 3.5, basically because parts of it were sort of predictable. But I gave Olympus Has Fallen a 4, which basically had no storyline. It was nothing but action. At least this one had a story, and like I said, it was pretty well put together. So I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 4 as well. If it hadn't been for the fact that I previously gave Olympus Has Fallen a 4, I would have gave this one a 3, but I like this one equally, if not slightly better than Olympus Has Fallen. So, yeah, we'll give it a 4. Anyway, that's it for now. I've pretty much seen every movie that our theater currently has, at least until this weekend. I think a couple more are coming out. We're getting into the summer now, so stuff's going to start opening every week. I know come May we're going to have Iron Man and a bunch of other crap coming out. So next month we'll hopefully have a lot more stuff for me to review. As far as right now, I've kind of run through our list of everything that I have over here. But a couple more things are going to be opening this weekend, so I'll get to one of those eventually. Not sure what's coming out yet. But anyway, until then, again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the movies.